In your house, host Grunmeister laying the Smackdown. Top rope, high flyer, got the latest news on standby. In your house, Grunmeister talking all the shit. Grunmeister covering the news. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, it's time for Grunmeister and all the Smackdown reviews.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Grun's Room. And you know what it is. It's Friday night. It's 7:06 p.m. Eastern Time. You know what time it is. And now you know what's coming up next. We've got the Smackdown review for you, representing In Your House Wrestling Podcast. It's all over the world. Not a whole lot's going on in wrestling, but things are happening. Motor City Machine Guns are likely finally dotting the line or signing the contract with the WWE. That was, if you forgot, it was initially reported that they were signing with AEW. They were just finishing up figuring out some terms, but then there was silence on AM. I think most of us just assumed they signed the contract and it was just being kept as a surprise. Then all of a sudden there are reports that they're in talks with WWE. It's like, what? I thought, okay, so AEW slipped up and was not able to land the Motor City Machine Guns. I don't know. I actually do tend that it's not so much AEW. I think it was more Alex and Chris were pleased with what they were seeing with WWE and NXT working with TNA and wanted to keep to that or stay involved in that relationship. So which goes along with the belief that they are going to debut for NXT. Not that they need the time down in NXT. I think it's more that's what they wanted to do. That's the first thing they wanted to do in WWE. I'm sure they'll get to Raw or SmackDown in the next year or two. But I think right now they want to stay close to TNA. Other than that, NFL started last week with Kansas City picking up a win. I don't remember over who. Lions and the Rams played each other. Heard it was a good game. I think the Rams won. If you're wondering why I don't know this, it's because I know football, but I only follow the Philadelphia Eagles for the most part. If I happen to know about another team, then okay, I know. But no, sorry, I know about my Philadelphia Eagles. I know that their first game in Brazil, Saquon Barkley looked fantastic. The Eagles team as a whole looked very good. There were mistakes made. It was also the first game of the season, and they were playing on a field that they're not used to playing on. Eagles or the Packers. It was a close game. It was a high scoring game, 34-29, I believe. Eagles pick up the win. I'm happy about that. They're going to be at home against Atlanta Monday night. That is going to be interesting because I'm definitely going to be concerned because obviously there are a lot of questions about Jalen Hurts and whether or not he is the guy. I believe he is the guy, but at the same time, I do think that we need to see it and we need a little bit more evidence. Like, Jalen, please do it. Please, I need you. Please, for the love of God, Jalen, please pull it out of your ass as I can get it together. Please get this team together, Jalen and Soriani. I think Eagles have a very good team. I think they have what it takes to win Super Bowl. Of course, then the question is, will they? The Killers Game, Dave Bautista's movie, came out where Drew McIntyre, did it come out or is it coming out? I saw a review for it. And pointing out that the movie seemed to be pretty good. Like, not like over the top action movie, but just a nice solid action movie. With some good parts, good action. Heard the story is actually pretty good. Hitman falls in love, gets his brain scanned because he's having some major headaches, and doctor first tells him you have a brain tumor or something. I guess at that point he's married to the woman he fell in love with, and he puts a hit out on himself because he wants to make sure that the life insurance money goes to her, and so that she's taken care of. Only finds out that the doctor screwed up and got his brain scan mixed with someone else's, so he's fine. So he's spending the entire movie killing these other hitmen. And I mean, like, yeah, sounds like a fun time. The review I did listen to said that they almost went overboard with the blood CGI, and yeah, like, I got a rant. If you're gonna be in Indiana this weekend, and like, go look up our In Your House live event with the in Kokomo, Indiana, I believe it is okay, because I got a rant about movies, and like, I didn't get into it in the rant. Probably should have, but the overuse of CGI is a problem. Like, that's part of why the quality of movies suck. Okay, like, too much. We rely too much on CGI. Like, we don't need CGI blood. Okay, you can use blood packs and stuff like that. Stuff exists. I'm sure it's actually much cheaper than using the CGI, because my understanding is that the CGI is the reason why movies need $100 million, $200, $300, $400, $500 million budgets. It's because the CGI is so expensive to use. And it's like, like there was a movie a couple years ago, it was called Sound of Freedom. Not going to get into politics, just pointing out that they had a $14 million budget. I think they made over $100 million off that movie, and it was an independent movie production company, separate from Hollywood. And whatever politics you want to say, whatever, like, we ain't getting it. I'm just pointing out that these guys, they used they had a $14 million budget movie, made over $100 million, and was number one at the box office for at least a week, multiple weeks, maybe. I think it was multiple weeks. Did very good at the box office. And like, they didn't need CGI. They didn't need a huge giant budget. Like, just come on. You guys are Hollywood. You should be able to $14 million. You should be able to figure out how to financially use that money responsibly and make a movie equally as good and still make you $100 million off the movie. Like, come on. You guys are smart enough. You know what you're doing, don't you? Maybe not. Maybe you guys don't have any creativity. Like AEW, bang, shots fired. But speaking of creativity, WWE is doing all right with creativity. They're doing all right. This was not, although an inventive idea, this was not groundbreaking, and really, it's setting up something. I don't know what, but setting up something. Solo Sikoa challenges Cody Rhodes for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes accepts because he wants to get Solo off his back. Solo comes out with his bloodline, and they're about to take out Cody. However, Cody came with backup in DIY and the Street Profits. And while DIY and Street Profits, while they are not exactly buddies, they agree the enemy of my enemy is my friend, and the bloodline is the enemy of everybody. At least so they're all smart enough to know. All right, we gotta team up. We got to team up. We want to take it because these guys are always going to be a problem. Okay, we can settle who deserves to be tag team champions after we get titles off them. But Nick Aldis also comes out and decides that he's going to solve this entire problem with the Undisputed Championship match by putting it inside a steel cage. Because the cage historically always keeps people out of the match. There's no disqualifications. You can use weapons, but you're not allowed to bring them into the cage. Why? It's no disqualification, but you can't bring them into the cage. That I will say that has always bothered me when the referee's like, hold on, you can't have a weapon in the cage. It's no disqualification. Like you like, why would you? Okay, this is a rant that I'm going after WWE for. Why would you make a steel cage match no disqualifications if you don't want them to use weapons? Okay, I'm sorry, but I don't see the logic in it. Like, I understand you don't, but it's like you could say like, hey, there's no disqualifications, but also no weapons allowed in, like, specifically say there may be no disqualifications, but superstars are not allowed to bring weapons into the cage, because that's not, because you're just saying, hey, we don't want you to use weapons. You're not saying, no, this is a rule of the match. You are not allowed to bring weapons into the cage. It's more, if a weapon gets in the cage, like, we prefer you didn't use it, but we can't disqualify you for using it. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I take shots at AEW all the time. I gotta be fair, and yeah, we gotta take shots at WWE when it's deserved. Like the steel cage match, like, all right, so this match, there's gonna be some funky stuff going on with this match. I don't think Roman Reigns is expected to return anytime soon. I think he's whenever he is returning, they're keeping it close to the vest, so it could be tonight. That could be tonight, because tonight is when this steel cage match is happening. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Bayley returned the previous week, and last week had a match against Tiffany Stratton, where Tiffany was not able to pick up the win because Nia Jax came out to quote unquote help Tiffany Stratton. They might already be planning the breakup of this friendship. This friendship might not last till Netflix. This friendship is probably the ice it's on is probably thinner than I thought. That is what I'm trying to say. I was expecting this friendship to maybe go close to a year, but I don't think it's gonna last to Netflix. I don't think. Because of Nia Jax coming out just randomly, and she actually distracted Tiffany Stratton, allowing Bayley to get the upper hand and hit Nia with a rose plant, or hit Tiffany with a rose plant. Which, by the way, is I know I've been talking smack on Blair Davenport's finisher. The rose plant's not a bad finisher. It's not bad. Like, it's not like, come on, like, it's. We all know it's not an RKO, it's not a pedigree, it's not a tombstone. There are a lot of better finishers than a rose plant, but it's better than whatever the hell Blair Davenport does. Like, I'm sorry, but like I got it. It's like Blair does not have a good finisher. At least it does not look good. Like I don't know how they have to find a better way to make it look good because it does not currently look good. And we had the debut of Vidi, Vinci, Giovanni Vinci. He took 3 minutes to get in, to walk down the ramp. Apollo Crews didn't even get an entrance. Bells rings. Giovanni's still taking his time, taking off his jacket. Apollo's like, screw this, rolls him up in a pinfall in less than 10 seconds. And Vinci loses. So Giovanni Vinci is nothing without Imperium. Look, like I get that you need guys at the bottom of the card, but I don't think that you want to do this to your guys to make them look like complete losers. So, well, at least Apollo got to win. Apollo got to win. Okay, I can be happy about that, but oh my God, he's probably not gonna get another win, and that's sad. Up next, Kevin Owens had used some Jedi mind trick to get Grayson Waller and Austin Theory to agree to a triple threat match between the three of them. I don't know how the hell he did it, but he did, and he won. He won the triple threat match. If I remember correctly, they were saying that Kevin Owens does not have a good track record in triple threat matches. But he won this one. And it is because we started seeing more cracks between Waller and Theory. Waller would try and go for a pin, Theory would break it up. Theory would try to go for a pin, Waller would break it up. Like, these guys, they were dead set on beating up Kevin Owens, but they were not dead set on who was going to get the win, because they both understood how important it was to get a win. And because they did not discuss it before the match and be like, whatever happens, like guys, like, come on, if you're really a tag team, like, here's what you do. You go before your triple threat whatever match where you're going against your tag team partner, you take each other's side, you talk like, hey, look, I still want to be a tag team. You and I, we have great chemistry. We are going to get the tag team titles, but this is an opportunity for both of us. So I'm suggesting that we forget that we're a tag team tonight. Just go out there as singles competitors, give it our all. If we win, if one of us wins, congratulations. If neither of us win, doesn't matter. We're still a tag team, because that's all that matters. That we need to be on the same page, that I'm going to do what I have to do to win this triple threat fatal four-way match. And I know, and I'm expecting you to do the same. So if you eliminate me, I'm not going to take it personally, because I would do the same thing to you. If you're going to hit me with a steel chair or something, I'm not going to be upset, because I would do the same thing if I felt I needed to win the match. Because that, like, get on that same page, teams. Okay, we don't need to break up teams, except for these two, except for Waller and Theory. Break them up. Okay, they're honestly not even enjoyable. I don't find them enjoyable on TV. I don't. Up next we had another sort of triple threat, a three-way segment between LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes saying that he deserves a United States Championship match because he's beaten Andrade twice in a row now. However, Andrade reminded him, hey, Andrade still got 2 wins on Melo prior matches. And that is actually led to a match between them tonight. Andrade and Melo, the rubber match. Unfortunately, there is no special stipulation. It's kind of just expected that whoever wins is going to be the next the next contender for LA Knight's United States Championship, but LA Knight dropped both of them with BFTs. Because LA Knight, he don't give a damn who you are. Because when you step into the ring with LA Knight, you're stepping into his domain. You're stepping into his yard, and he did not invite you into his yard. But so he's got to give you a BFT. Chelsea Green picked up a win on SmackDown last week. That's right. Chelsea Green, the biggest Karen in pro wrestling today, beat Michin with help from Piper Niven with numerous distractions, and Piper Niven was able to win the Unpretty Her. I'm gonna say I don't I get the name, but I think you could I think you can just go with the Unprettier. Because that's Unprettier is a good name. That's definitely a good name. Especially you're dropping them on their face, or in theory. That's yeah, that would unpretty someone. That would unpretty someone. But that's just a little rant, just a little pet peeve I've got with that. I don't think they needed to reword the name. I don't think they needed to. I think they could have gone with Unprettier and not face any kind of issues with Christian Cage, because he's renamed his move back to the Kill Switch. The main event match was the Bloodline versus the Street Profits and DIY, where it was 4-on-4, and that means Solo Sikoa was wrestling. But yeah, the Bloodline won. So it's another case of the Bloodline winning for numerous reasons. But you have Jacob Fatu, you had Tomotonga Tagaloa being just good tag team wrestlers, and then Solo Sikoa coming in to finish it all off. As for tonight, the main event match is what I'm expecting this to be. The Steel Cage Undisputed WWE Championship match between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa. I'm expecting shenanigans, but I don't think they take the title off Cody this way. I don't think they do it. I think Cody wins, no questions asked. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes settle their beef in their fifth and possibly final matchup. Now, so here is how I can see this kind of going. I'm gonna say Melo wins only because I think it is strongly believed that Penta El Cero Miedo and his brother Ray Phoenix will be joining WWE in the near future, before the end of the year. I think their contracts run out at the end of September or the beginning of October. End of October. They run out soon, very soon. They're trying to stay under the radar of Tony Khan. They're trying to stay as silent as possible because they don't want... The belief is that Penta and Ray are worried that Tony Khan might add time onto I think Ray's contract, because I don't think Penta missed any time because of injury, but I believe Ray did, and he could add time onto Ray's contract because he was injured and couldn't perform his contracted duties. If Melo wins, I can see them trying to shape Andrade into this cartel boss, bringing in Penta and Ray Phoenix to SmackDown, maybe with Alex Abrahantes. Because I know there are people that don't like Alex Abrahantes. I don't get it. Alex Abrahantes he was really good. Like when they allowed him to be good, when they were making Ray and Penta serious contenders, like when they were telling people, hey, take these two seriously. And it's like, yeah, like they were fantastic heels and fantastic baby faces and just talking smack, like like really, like Penta and Ray are fantastic. They're fantastic individual wrestlers. They're a fantastic tag team. And if they bring Alex Abrahantes with them, I don't see why that wouldn't be a problem, because then you can have Andrade speaking Spanish more, and Alex Abrahantes translates saying, Andrade says he's so tired of speaking your pathetic, stupid English language. Which and just talk smack on things, and you would probably say it better and find a better way to word it than I just did, and it would probably be great. Like, it'd probably be great TV. I'll probably find it funny, which means keep doing it, please. Okay, I get a kick out of it. I think it's funny when people perform well, when people do good character work, when people do a good job of playing their part. I appreciate it. I enjoy it. And I think we all should. Okay? Enjoy it how you want to enjoy it. But at the same time, like, when you're out of the moment, be like, you know what? They're so freaking good at performing this. Like, okay. I never watched Game of Thrones, but I've seen plenty of clips of King Joffrey, little shithead. And the actor played the part, I think, extremely well, because I could get it from the short clips I did see, that you're supposed to hate Joffrey. You're supposed to want to see this little fucker die. You're supposed to want to see him get his comeuppance. I'm not gonna, in case people haven't seen Game of Thrones and don't know what happens to Joffrey, I'm gonna keep quiet on it. Maybe he finally gets what he's got coming. Maybe go check it out. I hear it's really good. Oh, tonight there's also gonna be a tag team match between Kevin Owens, a mystery partner, to go 1-on-1 or 2-on-2. Sorry about that. My brain did not brain. Kevin Owens is finding a partner to take on A-Town Down Under, Waller and Theory. I can see this being the return of Randy Orton to SmackDown and the reunification of Team RKO. That's you know what, that's weird to say out loud, but it looks so much better on a t-shirt. I think that's why it's so weird to say out loud. It doesn't make sense. but yeah, I think Randy Orton's going to be Kevin Owens' mystery partner, and that should be good. Should be a very good match. We'll see. We will definitely see. I don't know what else they like. I got to go back to the steel cage match. I could maybe see this being the debut of someone, or the return of Jimmy Uso to stop Solo from winning. Like, I could see that. I could definitely see that happening, and I think that would be better, because like a debut like Hikuleo, Zilla Fatu, or even Lance Anoa'i, or his tag team partner Finau Fatu. Forgive me. I just saw the name. I apologize, but but apparently they're also free agents and used to be in MLW, where they were part of a team with Solo Sikoa called the Samoan SWAT team. I think it was called Samoan SWAT or something. Like a debut like that, someone brand new, like I can see WWE more leaving that for pay-per-views and really special events. Like this is just SmackDown's first night on the USA Network. I would find it more believable that we could see the return of Jimmy Uso tonight to stop Solo Sikoa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that is all I've got for tonight's episode. It was a short one, but you know what? I mean, sometimes that's just how it goes. Sometimes there's just not a lot to talk about, but you know what? We got a lot to talk about in the coming weeks, because October 1st, is it? I'm sorry, I need a calendar to look at. Yes, October 1st is going to be NXT's debut on the CW network, where we are expected to see The Miz. We are expected to see Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill. We are expected to see CM Punk. We are expected to see The Miz, and we are expected potentially, nothing's confirmed. I like it. It's just conjecture. It's rumors going around. This is not a confirmation, but it is believed that the Motor City Machine Guns will make their debut on the CW debut of NXT. And you got to check that out, because Julia has finally arrived in NXT. She's going to be battling Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship, while Trick Williams, I believe it is, Trick Williams finally gets his shot gets another shot at Ethan Page for the NXT Men's Championship. Yep, and Hammerstone from TNA was just on NXT last week via Tony D'Angelo. So that feud between Tony D'Angelo and Oba Femi, it looks like that's not over. I'm looking forward to the next match, because their last match was just awesome. It was just a great match. Actually, I want to see Tony win another title. Tony D'Angelo, he's the guy. He in NXT, he's my guy. I like it. I like it. I like Tony D'Angelo. I like the family he's got. I like it. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your weekend and watch some football. Well, because hey, NFL season is back, baby. And we get football Sundays again. All right, all day Sundays football, but hey, maybe you don't like the NFL. Maybe you're more of a college football guy. Well, you know what? That's all day Saturday. So check that out. All right. But also check out Sunday morning for the In Your House Sunday house party. Check out, because in this Sunday, oh man, we got the veteran Jack Vaughn, who has been ranked number 300 on the PWI Insider Top 500 Wrestlers in the World. Today, we got a guy, and here's the thing, guys, we booked him before he was ranked. Before. We didn't know he was going to get ranked at all. So this is a happy accident. This is fate. This is destiny, guys. So you guys have to tune in to our show Sunday. All right? Tune in. And if you miss it, maybe you hear this late. Guess what? We release all the episodes of all our podcasts on the In Your House Wrestling Podcast channel, whether it's on Apple Podcasts, whether it's on Spotify, on YouTube, to Facebook, Twitch. Check me out, twitch.tv/Grunmeister. Okay, I don't stream that much, so all you gotta do is look for the title that says Grun's Room. I always put that in, so when it's talking about Grun's Room, hey, or when it says in your house, Sunday house party, because we always make sure we get the titles right. That was so it's easy for you to find. All right. I've run out of energy. I am ready to chill for the rest of the night and enjoy my weekend. You guys do the same. Have a good weekend. Take care of yourselves, and just spread the love around. Okay, be nice to each other.
In your house, host Grunmeister laying the Smackdown. Top rope, high flyer, got the latest news on standby. In your house, Grunmeister talking all the shit. Grunmeister covering the news. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, it's time for Grunmeister and all the Smackdown reviews.